I was asked recently to do a video about how to evoke deities and spirits. And that's what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it from a Wiccan perspective because there's a number of different schools of magic that do things differently. So this video is going to be about how Wiccans work with deities in particular and how we evoke them. But before I get into the video, if you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com. If you want to be a Wiccan or find out more about Wicca and witchcraft, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. The word evoke technically means to bring into manifestation. So if I were to evoke a deity, for example, it would be the deity into full manifestation. So if I was clairvoyant, I would see the deity. If I'm clairaudient, I might hear the deity. Clairsentient, I might feel the presence of the deity. But it's very much a feeling of it being external to the self. The word invoke, which you'll hear a lot, particularly in Wicca, technically speaking, means to bring into you the deity. So it's to bring the essence of the deity or to connect with the archetype of the deity if you're looking at it more from a psychological perspective. But in Wicca, we kind of use invoke to mean also evoke. We don't tend to get caught up in the technical meanings of the words, and so you'll often hear most Wiccans talk about invoking the deity. And so since this is a video about how Wiccans do it, that's sort of the terminology that I'm going to use. So when we're invoking a deity, for us, it's actually really quite simple. There's not a lot to it. You know which deity that you're wanting to invoke, and you simply ask them for that to come to you, to be part of your circle, to be part of your rite, to be part of your daily practice if you're doing daily practice every day with a ritual. And the reason we invoke deities or invite deities to be with us is to usually connect with them more than ever. We work with them for magic, for sure, and definitely working your spells and magic with a deity can certainly help you with your magic. But for us, because Wicca is a spiritual tradition, it is a religion, so we're looking for more than just doing spells and magic. We're looking for connection with deity. We're looking to expand our consciousness. We're looking to experience the truth, to experience a more expanded understanding of all and everything. And that includes that connection to all and everything in all of the manifestations of those qualities, essences, consciousness, whatever you want to call it. And connecting with our deities, invoking them or inviting them to be with us is a way of connecting to them and forging a relationship with them. So it extends beyond just wanting them to do something for us. We can also do that with regards to spirits as well. So a lot of Wiccans will work with nature spirits, will work with angel spirits and elementals as well. So we work with these in order to help us with protection, to help us with our spells, and to basically have allies so that when we need them, they're there to help us. And the way that we go about doing it is depending on what it is that we're doing at the time. So for example, in a typical Wiccan ritual, it might be a Sabbat or a full moon or a new moon rite. We'd be working usually with a deity or two deities. So it will generally be either a goddess, a god, or a goddess and a god. We will also, in our circle casting, be working with the four elements or the spirits of those four elements. And we simply invoke them by asking them to attend. So for example, if I was to work with the goddess Isis, I might say something like, I call upon thee, Isis, mighty mother, the one who is all, mistress of healing, magic and wisdom. Hear my call, be by my side. And that would be the invocation. What I then ask after that would be whatever I'm wanting Isis to help with, or maybe I just want to meditate on her energy. I might want to do some chanting or some mantra to connect more and build more energy and build more of a connection with her. There's many things I might want to talk to her, for example. There's many things that one might want to do with a deity in the same way you may want to do things with a friend. The invocation itself is actually very simple. And when we're constructing a circle, we do pretty much a similar thing with the elements. Now, depending on what school of Wicca you adhere to, sometimes we will use elemental pentagrams. So they're like a sigil that you draw with energy in the space, and that can be an opening to the element. Other Wiccans who are more traditional and in more of that sense of working more of the earth-based shamanic kind of way of working don't work with pentagrams, because that comes from a ceremonial magical background. So they might just invoke the spirits of the earth, fire, water and air simply by calling them by name. Using your imagination is also helpful. So, for example, if you're calling upon the element of earth, you may want to imagine a mountain or a rock or dirt and get into the energy, that energy of the element. If you're calling the element of air in the east, then you would feel the air. You may see the color yellow. Simply say something like, I call upon the element of air in the east. I call you to attend this circle and protect it from all negative energy approaching from the east. Hail and welcome. It doesn't have to be complicated. In our magical format, as far as Wicca is concerned, if you are familiar at all with ceremonial magic, you'll know that that's a totally different kettle of fish, and often they work with very different spirits anyway. But this has got nothing to do with ceremonial magic. This is more the Wiccan way of working. So that is simply how you invoke deities or elemental spirits. It's by calling them, by connecting to them, by sensing their presence. Now, we're all different in how we sense a presence. So some people do see the deity. Some people have to work a lot harder at seeing a deity. Generally speaking, if you're looking for full evocation, technically speaking, you need to see the deity, hear the deity, sense the deity in some more of a kind of a tangible kind of way. And that does demand that you're in a trance state. For most of us, we need to be in a very deep trance state. Some people can do it without going into trance, but the majority of people need to be in trance to really feel the presence of anything that isn't what we would say physical manifestation, like to see a person, for example. We're not all gifted with that ability to be able to see spirits or even sense them. Some of us have to work at it. So if you don't see a deity, if you don't feel their presence in any way, don't worry about it. Just assume they're there because you've asked them to be there, and just get used to doing the work on yourself. So you learn to meditate, learn to go into trance, and then you can start to open yourself up to being more sensory in whatever way you are naturally more sensory. So whether that's you feel the presence, you see the presence, you hear, whatever sense is your dominant sense, that's generally how you'll pick it up. So it's as easy as that. And we do a lot of work with various different deities in the Mystery Witch School. Mystery Witch School 101, from about module 8 onwards through to module 12, we work with deities. So you get a lot of experience in Mystery Witch School 101 of working with deities, of invoking them, doing daily practice with them, and getting to know and learn how to work with deities and get intimate with them and build that connection with them. So if you're interested in taking the next step in your Wiccan practice, if you're a beginner, then I'll put the link to the Mystery Witch School 101 12-month course in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, because the more the like button is hit, the more this video gets out there. And a lot of people have said to me, I don't know why there's not a lot of views on your video or why you haven't got more subscribers. It's the way the YouTube algorithm works. So it's It takes a long time to start a YouTube channel unless you're spamming people to get more subscribers and more views, which I don't believe in doing. It does take a long time to grow. So help me grow by hitting the like button, sharing with your friends, and anything you want me to do a video about, let me know in the comments field below this video. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, and I'll see you on the next video. Blessed be.